I colon, which is by. That right there makes it an autograph and not a signature. An autograph is not contractually binding. And then we put a comma after our name, and we'll either put agent or authorized rep. Because in the UCC, I forget which code in the... no, not 207. I'll say when you sign as a representative in a representative capacity, there is no liability. I don't think it's in the hundreds. I think it's in the negotiable instrument in the court. I'm not sure. We can find it. But basically, you don't want to sign, you don't want to be liable for the activity of your strawman. And even though, like you can go home and look on your check, on the signature line, you'll see a straight black line that looks like a straight black line. But if you take a magnifying glass and look on the signature line, all through it says authorized rep, authorized rep, authorized rep. It's not even a line, they use microfilm. So basically, they understand what they're doing to you, but you don't. Well, the straw man actually cannot lie, because he's a fictional man, but he's used, if we haven't separated ourselves, it's viewed as one and the same. So I would still sign my name, but I would put, like I said, by, comma, and then agent or authorized rep.
I got a kind of a two-part question. The first is, with your children, how are they really function under you? Do you take care of all that, and then they'll have to reapply 18? And then the second part is it conceivable that, with all this being said, the country, or really even function as a country, can function if everyone did this? How can everything go the way it is if everyone did this?
Well, that's a very good question. Number one, everybody wouldn't do it because it requires too much work and study. It is way easier to be a strong man and a slave than to be functioning as a creditor. Because as a creditor, you have to take commercial responsibility for all your actions. Even with the collapse of everything, we the people were irresponsible in the 90s when they were giving us all this credit. We just took it. And then we didn't realize that the balloon debt finance charge, we'd never be able to pay it. So, it's about being responsible. It's about taking the time to understand commerce and to function within commerce and to understand that in a bankruptcy, everything is reversed. To understand that you are the creditor in this bankruptcy. All of these people, the Bush and all these people, they have no power if it wasn't for the people. So we went from either the people are controlling government or government is controlling the people. And because of our default, again, the government is controlling us. In the U.S.
The context of the U.S. When you think about how now this is a global situation, why is that happening? Why are people working?
Good point. My brother Stu was supposed to be here, and I wanted him to go into that because he's doing some really phenomenal things. And what we have to understand is, the question was, since everybody's going bankrupt, will we repeat it again?
I don't understand what's happening globally where all these major countries.
Right. What's happening globally while all of these major companies are functioning at the same time? We have to understand, just like in spirituality, as above, so below, as domestically, so internationally. We have to understand, just as we've been lied to about these trusts that are created unbeknownst to us, all of these other countries have been too. Now, most of the real reason that the United States has such a problem with Iran, Iraq, and other Muslim countries, by virtue of their religion. It has nothing to do with oil. It has nothing to do with all the things that the media tells us it's about. It has to do with the fact that based on their religion, they do not use fiat currency. Fiat currency is what we use here, which is the symbol, no money. It's no substance-based money. The money's not backed by gold and silver. The money is just presumed to have value because we agree to it. But if we didn't agree to it, it wouldn't have any value. And that's why it's falling apart now, because internationally other people are realizing it has no value. Now, what's happening is, like say with a lot of the African countries, you know, with my buddies too, we got into a whole discussion. I'm like, how do they have all these resources and they have no money? I don't understand it. Diamond, gold, this, that, the other. And basically he was explaining to me that they don't have a capital market. A capital market is like the Wall Street industry with the broker, the underwriter, the thing that you can take substance and convert it into credit, because really what we're dealing with is a credit-based society. And this is how the IMF can go to an African country and say, here's a $100 million loan. And then in exchange, they give up their real assets for bullshit money. For money that has no value. Then on top of it, that loan is ballooning like the finance rate without credit cards. You know, so we have to understand this is what's happening. Now, the reason they're hating on the Iran and Iraq so much is because they still use substance money. Their money is backed by gold and silver. So now if you're functioning in a society that's backed by real substance, what could the IMF offer you?
That's why the first other was speaking on Cuba and said he's going to keep the embargo because they're not buying U.S. debt.
Exactly. It's buying. Did you repeat it, brother?
The other day, Bush out of nowhere bought Cuba and said they were going to keep the embargo on Cuba because Cuba and other countries like Iran, Iraq, so forth are not using U.S. dollars. They're not buying into the U.S. debt.
Exactly. Because we have to understand what's been happening is just like they did with your mortgage. You went in, they gave you a promissory note, you signed it. They took that promissory note, put it into a demand deposit account. That promissory note that you signed shows up on the bank's books as credit. This credit is what the bank is going to turn around and lend you and charge you interest over 30 years. But you created the credit. And this is what we have to understand. We create all of this. You know, so that's one of the reasons why they see these other countries as a threat, that they can't pull them into their trick bag and their trick game, so they make them look like the enemy, like terrorists, like this and that and the other.
So the enemy supposedly
right, exactly. You know, and basically, you know, this is, we were saying this when we were saying, they said that he had $400,000 of U.S. money. What will you know of U.S. debt is, you know? How do you purchase property as a creditor? You can purchase? Well, basically you will be using, and that's what the operative word is, once you have your legal standing properly executed, you are able to now use bonds and promissory notes and negotiable instruments. You know, this is the only difference why, the only people who have a license to take out energy